Hi everybody, I am here at Flow Yoga Center with one of my best students, Amir. And Madeline asked me how to bind in Marichyasana D. She said she's really close to being able to do it, but she practices by herself most of the time and she can't quite get the bind. So Amir's going to help us out and show us what to do. The first thing that I normally have people do when they're trying to bind a Marichyasana D by themselves is to sit on a blanket, because what the blanket does is it pushes the torso just in a little bit to the Marichyasana leg. So can I have you get your butt up on this? Okay. So when you are on the blanket, you basically lean in, and the blanket just sort of boosts up the butt so that it's a little bit easier to lean in. So that's the first thing that I have people do, and frequently that's all you need to do. If you're working on the bind and you still have quite a ways to go, I like to have people hug the armpit into the Marichyasana leg. So come over here, Liz, so that they can see better. And Amir, just give a little bit. Yeah, so you would hug the arm around and put one hand on the Marichyasana leg so that you're kind of pushing yourself into a twist. And then when the armpit and the knee come all the way together, then you can start working on sliding the arm over the leg like Amir is doing. And then the lotus leg is ideally part of the foundation, so you still want to come in, and then he's able to start taking the hand behind. Now, he can make the bind, but if he couldn't make the bind, I would give him a loop like this, and you can also use a strap, and then just hold on to the loop, and climb your hands together on the loop, and just keep working it in, until you can get your fingertips to touch. So the blanket's a big help, and then as he becomes more proficient at it, we can make the blanket shorter so that he doesn't have to get his butt up quite so high, and eventually the butt will be down onto the mat. Okay, so one other thing I want to point out is, thank you, Amir. I can point this part out on me. Amir has a government job he's going to get to. Okay, so when you're on the blanket or when you're not on the blanket, people tend to kind of lean back a little bit. So it might look something more like this. The blanket's going to boost you up and help it make it a little bit easier for the lotus leg to get down and for you to lean in. Frequently I see people working the bind here, which feels really nice for the spine. I mean, I definitely feel a good twist here, but I'm not getting any closer to getting my armpit and my knee together. And until you have your armpit and your knee together, you can't really start to get the forearm around the other side of the leg. Not only that, when you're here, your shoulder's in the wrong rotation. Your shoulders is in an external rotation here, and you need it to be in an internal rotation to get the forearm behind the shin. So I like to hug in, slide it over, and then try to start wrapping around. And then once you're able to wrap around, look for the other hand in the back. And then if you can't quite find it, just use a strap, or even sometimes you can use your clothes and pull it in closer. So Maddie, I hope that helps.